Welcome, everyone, to an America East chat. I'm Andy Katz, pleased to be joined by Binghamton's Levell Sanders. And Levell, you guys are 7-4. You've won 2 in a row, second place in the America East. And I feel like every week I do this, I'm talking to a different coach who's suddenly in the top 2 or 3. Like this league this season, it's this constant revolving door of, and Vermont's been obviously up there. What's been the reason for the latest surge?
I think defensively, we've been really doing a good job of guarding people, and when we do defend the way we're capable of, we're able to get out and score and get some easy baskets. That's also been helping us out. I think we're playing more together as a team. I think when you have a lot of guys that have some talent and that are good players, that a lot of times they think they can go out and do it on their own, and just trying to convince these guys that the more we're going to play as a team, the more we can share the ball, the better we're going to be, the harder we're going to be to defend. I think some of that stuff is holding true now.
So obviously you got big road swing, Vermont. What aspect of what you're describing has been able to be translated from home to road?
You know what? Last season we were a lot better on the road than we were at home. This year we're getting some really good crowds at home, and the atmosphere has been great. So we've been playing pretty good at home. But I think when you go on the road and you're by yourself and everybody's everything is stacked against you, I think we kind of come together and play well as a team. Defense can always travel. When you defend, it doesn't matter what gym you're in or where you're playing. That can always travel, and that has to hold true for us. And then again, I think the things that we can control in terms of sharing the ball. Your preparation and things like that determine if you're going to be able to score and make shots and things of that nature. But I think if we're going to share the ball with each other. And I'm always talking about just doing what the defense tell you. If, we got guys that are driving to the basket and no one steps up, go make a layup. But if somebody step up, find an open guy. And so those simple things can travel and be in any gym and in the arena and anywhere in the country. And so we have to continue to do that.
Look, and I know you're talking about not getting too far ahead, but I'm just curious. You've been in this league now a couple of years, and we have seen, I think it's good parity. I think the depth of the league has gotten better. What have you observed this season where we've seen, one night UNH has a big win. You guys, Albany, Lowell, Vermont, you name it. Everyone has had their moment this season. Why do you think that is?
I think because of the talent, right? And there's a lot more talent in the league. I think since I've been here, you have some teams that are really deep and have a lot of guys and some really talented players. And so when you have that talent, again, on any given night, that talent can win. And I remember Coach Bill Herrion said it early in the year. He was saying that the program that can get their guys to gel and play well together and play for each other early in the year, those are the teams that's going to be, successful late. And, when you have the transfer portal and you have most teams have 5 or 6 or 7 new guys on the team. That takes some time to get guys going and playing for each other. So I think that's why you can see, on any given night that anybody can win in our league. We've just played against Albany, which is, you're looking at it on paper, they only have 1 win in the league, and it was an overtime game. So again, you have to focus on playing that night. You have to be up and ready to play that night. If not, you're going to get beat.
And to that point, just to wrap up, it also feels like the tournament this year, it's not going to matter because every round, it's going to be a difficult game. And it's going to be incredibly hard to predict who's going to get there. Do you see that translating the way I'm sort of looking at it, that the tournament could be completely wide open?
Yeah, definitely. I feel it's going to be wide open. I think probably every coach will say the same thing. And even the teams that are on the top of the table can get beat on any given night. And so I think it's going to make it really interesting. I think it's going to make it a lot of fun for the fans. I know for us, coming into the season, we wanted to get a home playoff game to bring back to Binghamton. We said that last year when we were going on the road to finish our last game. We played UMBC. We said it to our fans. And so, that's kind of what we've been focusing on, is trying to get a home playoff game, which would be awesome, to bring back to Binghamton since, I don't know, the 2009 season. But yeah, it's going to be a dogfight, and it's going to be very interesting playoffs. You got to be ready to play. You have to make sure you're playing your best basketball these last few rounds and going into the playoffs, because anything can happen.
Well, Levell, we appreciate your time. You're in the thick of this race, just like so many others. Thank you.
Thanks, Andy.